Hello, hello, and welcome back to a snowy greenhouse town. We are in year 41. Tools are getting disturbingly low, firewood is low, clothes are pretty stable, but food, look at that 17,000 food, which is what we like to see. Um, we're going to go ahead and push through to year 50. And that is where we will call a conclusion to this series. Um, so, at this point, if we can prevent a tool crisis, that will be key to our survival. So, at the end of the last episode, I believe it was, I made sure I got 2 people in each of these blacksmith shops. And they're cranking out about 50 a year, it looks like. We were watching the stats come in on tools, so we produced a few more than we used last year. And we'll keep our eyes open, see if they could bring us some via delivery there. Um, we have a fair number of people working in the lumber mills that hopefully over the summer they will catch up with the demand. We have 1,300 logs of wood, which is good, but could always be better. One thing I like to do to help support that. Oh, there was none up there, but I do gather firewood like this sometimes because it can be here laying around and be beneficial to our supplies. Hopefully, get that boosted back up. One thing that I think has been kind of hurting us was the manpower, whatever, labor shortage. We had to move some people around, uh, so that kind of hurt things that we had going in terms of like the lumber mills that were producing firewood for us. When your workers are dead, you can't exactly keep those things going. So yeah, I feel kind of bad because I really thought this was going to be a story that was going to continue. Oh boy, that's not great. I thought this was going to be a story that was going to continue a lot more, but I mean, short of just filling this in with houses for kicks, I just don't really I don't really see what else we would want to do on this save. I mean, we could expand a little bit more down this way. We could build a bridge across here and do something in here, but uh, I don't know. Uh, it just feels like we failed at our goal and then accomplished a different goal in rebounding from that failure. So I don't feel like there's a whole lot else to prove with this save. Um, like I said, I think it was 2 episodes ago. I would love to be able to go back in time and redo this. I kind of wish I had done like a midpoint save or something because I'd like to go back and see what would happen if I didn't ever accept any nomads, just to see the natural growth progression. But the combination of you guys leaving comments and my learning as I go along, I never would have initially thought to build. What do we have? Like 10 water towers, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess not. And then a couple wells. Like I never would have thought that that was necessary. Yeah, 10 at the start of this. Which is why I only built I think 1 and then eventually 2. But whoever would have known that, other than people who have experience with the game would have known you need so much water because you need it to make fertilizer, and you need it to make the actual crops. But look at that, 868 corn. Um, that's why we're doing so much better. Several of these are maxing out. Oh, we're still making mushrooms, so oh, we put somebody back in the old dry shack. All right, that works. All right, let's take a look at this and see coconut seeds. No, we don't need seeds. That you're like the only. Well, not the only one. We also don't need livestock, but I think if I remember right, the ratio when I'm playing on 5x is that I do about 2 in-game years and every 15 minutes of gameplay. So if I make these last couple episodes 30 minutes, that can get me, what, like 3 more episodes? Something like that. So I'm not wishing it away. Please don't read me saying that. I'm definitely still enjoying seeing the little happenings around this village. Um, I just I wish that we were at the point that we could still be expanding the way I'd like to. So we have 46 families and 82 homes. So our health is at 4.5 hearts, which is great. Our happiness is at 4.5 stars. That's very good. 99% clothed, 100% educated. So that means, does that mean that our nomads are gone? Because they're uneducated. Uh, does that mean the children of the nomads went to school and the nomads are all have all died off? I don't know. That I was not expecting to see that. So 156 citizens, almost 20,000 food now. Tools are looking good. It's early autumn and we only have 16 firewood. That's not ideal. So let's go ahead and put another person in this one, and I don't want to get that down, but if somebody else becomes of age, we'll put them in that one. There's room here for another one. And we can keep doing this in these outer reaching areas, I guess. We could probably, when we get enough workers, maybe start making more coal, because I think I shut that down. But coal would be good. They use coal in the houses sometimes as well. I don't know what's eating up our firewood so fast. We're not actually using charcoal for anything, so maybe I'll just turn that off. Oh yeah, there's only one in here also. So we'll do that. And was it this one? Yeah. Oops. Ah. So many little idiosyncratic things you learn as you play this game. 20,000 food. Okay. All right. There's all these little tricks that you learn as you play the game more, of like how to staff people and how to move things around. Uh, Now we've just got food laying on the ground. We're not even having to pick it up anymore because food production is finally where it needs to be. But in the great exchange of getting food production aligned, now we don't have firewood and our tools could be stronger. What a game, you know? This is why we play it. This is what we love about it. It's the micromanaging and the little details that just feel very satisfying for whatever reason. They tickle our fancy. Boy, I've really enjoyed. Some of you might already know this about me, but I play another game that I really like is Farming Simulator. So I've often thought about, obviously you can do crop fields, but I like how these fodder farms kind of make it seem like they're their own little independent farms that you're building out here in various places. Kind of a neat dynamic. I want to get rid of those trees so there's more room for fodder. And we could always use the logs. Okay. I don't think we need beer yet, but the malt house, or the tavern is ready to go. We have 1,600 malt, but we have also 1,600 beer. That's a lot of booze. That is a lot of booze. I love seeing the food creeping up here, though. 1,000 potatoes, 1,000 broccoli, almost 1,000 cukes. That's what we need to be. We need to be seeing all that up there. It's good. We're at a good spot now. I feel a lot more confident. I have this crazy idea. I don't know how many people are like still paying attention to this series, but if you are, thank you. I have this crazy idea. I was thinking about doing a banished playthrough that would be like essentially a set it and forget it. So, open the game, pause it, put everything in build order, right? Like place 100 buildings or whatever you want to do. Like do one of the easier settings so that you get seeds and that kind of thing. And then basically like click play, put it on 10x and let it go for a couple years and just see what gets accomplished. The only thing that I could foresee being a problem is like when you place a crop field, if it's not perfectly clear before you do it, it will give you this kind of symbol here and you have to go in and like activate it. So that would be the only thing. I think you would have to set your crop fields after a certain amount of time. But I think can you imagine having to come up with the entire build order grand strategy of a banished city and then not touch it? Maybe I could build in something like a rule that says you get, maybe do like a 10-year challenge, but allow you to get 3 pauses. So you would want to do them very strategically. I don't know. I don't know if it would even be possible, but I think it would be a fun challenge to try. The set it and forget it banish challenge. I don't know how you guys do things. Those of you that are creators, I know there's a handful that watch this series that are creators, but um, I wonder how you manage your workflow. Like when you get an idea and you want to try something new, how you go about doing that. I've found one of the issues with having my content creation be essentially a hobby and not a job is that there are days that I'm just like, you know what, I've got other stuff to do. Whether I actually do or I'm just not feeling content creation process. But then I'll have these days where it's just an absolute flurry and it's all I want to do. I can't do my real job and I struggle to concentrate on other parts of life that I need to be paying attention to because I want to make videos all day and I want to edit and I want to try new tricks. And this channel is at an interesting place right now. If you'll permit me to chat a little about it while we watch some bannies do their work. This channel is at an interesting place right now because I kind of built it around banished and city builders, and there are plenty out there that I could play and make new series, but trying to figure out some of the things that bring in the most viewers, new people especially, it's new games, it's reviews. Like I did a review of Medieval Dynasty, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and it ended up it's performing pretty well, and it's bringing new eyes to the channel. So there's a part of me that's like, so I should do Medieval Dynasty series. But gosh, that game takes forever, and I don't quite know how to package it, whether I should do something with a lot of cuts or with time lapses, or because it's first person, I feel like time lapsing first person can be kind of nausea inducing, so I don't know about that. But there's a game called Farthest Frontier coming out in a few weeks, and then hopefully Manor Lords comes out sometime in the next 6 months to a year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Settlement Survival is on sale for the Steam Summer Sale. I thought about trying that one. There's all these games that you're like, do I really want to sink my time and energy and everything into this particular game? Okay, let's go ahead and put one more person in the mine. So they're at 2. That should be at 2. They're at 3. I think I'm going to put them up here. Because usually this has logs. It does not right now. Okay. Well, then we'll leave you at 2. Where are the logs stockpiled? Probably over by the little town, huh? Yeah, here's 800 of the logs. Well, then I guess it does make sense to put them here. So, for me, deciding content creation for my second channel, which is all farm sim, it's just like, what series do I want to do next? What strategy, how many series should I have going at a time, so on. But with this channel, it feels like the videos that do the best are the ones that have a good hook, that have, like a review. It's a one-off. Nobody watches a review again. If they found my channel through the review, they might subscribe, but figuring out the right way to do like a series like this game, I like this game a lot, and I want to do series, but how many people are out looking for new Banished videos in a given day or week or whatever? It's hard to say. And it seems like there are a lot of people who... Who's this? Talonzalo, 72-year-old guy. Okay, but let me finish what I was saying, and then we can pay attention to this guy. There are a lot of people who will say, I'm looking forward to a new, like a Let's Play, or, they want to watch you play a game, and they want to see the storyline develop. But then you create a series that does that, and it gets, honestly, a fraction of the views. So it's challenging. It's a challenging prospect. Who's this? Moving so fast. Ronald, 29-year-old man, educated, and your job is a worker. Yeah. I wonder why it's considered worker and not farmer. Anyway, sorry if I made you sick following Ronald there. Oh, now we have food, huh? Too little, too late. Well, we're making peas. I don't know if we're growing raspberries, but I'm pretty sure we don't have pecans, depending upon what part of the country you're from. I'll take 1,000 pecans. Sounds good. Oh, don't tell me the teacher. Okay, so we just got that many laborers. All right. So where do we go from here? Worker-wise, I think maybe we do. Food is stable. I mean, we could just let them be laborers, and they can do things like cut down trees when we do this. And they can help make sure that things get delivered. Or we could put alright, where every time. So there's one in here. Where are the other ones? Are the fodder farmers listed as foresters? Whatever, let's just keep going. Wow. Interesting. Fodder farmers are listed as foresters. I don't think I knew that. You learn something new every day. At least I sure do. I think it would be funny if I just suddenly forgot what this playthrough was all about and accidentally like planted a couple fields, just like traded for some seeds. I was like, oh, things are so much better now. Okay, that really wouldn't be funny. It would be weird. I feel like with the 100 tools, there's a part of me that kind of wants to build another blacksmith, but we have a lot of raw iron ore, so I'm going to put this I'm going to get this going again. Once that 700 is down, we'll start putting some workers in the mine again. 23,000 food. Did you guys ever think we would see the day that we had 20,000 to the positive on food again? I mean, it was not that long ago that we were in a bad way on this save. I still wish we could get ahead on the firewood. This is... I mean, you guys are seeing me marking all these trees to be chopped down, right? Like, I keep doing this. I keep going through and marking to cut a few more trees and a few more trees and a few more trees. I'm not crazy. I really am doing this. And I mean, some of these areas you could see the trees coming down. I just saw one go down right up here. We have 6 laborers. They should be, you know, in different parts of the city doing this work. There's some there that we could chop too, just to make room for the fodder farmer. Alrighty. So food's looking good. Tools looking better. Clothes looking great. What are we doing clothes-wise? So they're making hide coats out of linen, but we're not currently spinning linen. Yes. We have a lot of flax. Linen's still 700 though. Okay. Maybe we go ahead and put one person in here, just making a little bit more linen for us. And we have bread, and then cotton into cloth, and cloth into coats down here. So a couple more laborers come in, we'll do that. Let's, we already did a picture of that church. Let's do a picture of, oh, look at that, dramatic scene change there. Of these two, they were kind of the feature of a couple episodes ago, but they could be our thumbnail perhaps. I don't think I did a thumbnail for that episode because I was so frustrated. Oh my gosh, you guys could probably hear it in my voice. I was like, "Why did this fail?" But I'm feeling a lot more confident now that we're a little over the hump with this. Slowly getting people in the different areas. Let's check our vital stats. We haven't checked that since the beginning of the episode. So when we look in here, we have 55 families now out of with 82 homes, which I believe this was in the 40s earlier. So we are seeing some nice natural improvement. Why is there only 99% clothed? We have 304 extra clothes. Like, get some from the store. Fertilizer's looking great. Water's looking good. That's so nice to see. If I ever do this challenge again, which I have no idea why I would do, just maybe to do without nomads, but I will know to up that ratio. And why are we only getting seeds? Hello? I would totally buy probably tools. I don't know, maybe a few other things. Gosh, I'm so tempted to just build houses in here, even though we definitely don't need housing. I kind of want to see this get completed. What else could we put? Like, what else would be in a downtown in, I don't know. This feels like the colonial era, even though it's not the colonial charter. What else could you have in a downtown? We could make like we could just clear an area and put some fencing in, kind of make it like a rudimentary ball field of some sort. Do we have any cool buildings that we've never used? That'd be something fun to look for. Like, I don't think we built any Boston houses, but I mean, we could put in some of these to try to make them look like big estates down here. Maybe we could put some, oops, wrong button. Maybe we could put some like country estates down along the river here. Like 1, 2, 3, and these little whoopties. And then give them fancy roads. Something like that. What else haven't we built? The lighthouse. The cathedral. We did that in a previous series. Some of you may have watched where I did the cruciform town. What did I call that? The Covenant, I think. The medieval school, which I think school-wise we're all right. Oh, we're getting close though. That's not a bad shout. Put a medieval school down here. Maybe I'll actually put that across the street from the market for these houses that are coming in down here. We could do the bath house. We could make this kind of like a genuine downtown area. Like where all these people would come down here for services, maybe? I don't hate that idea. Kind of like a little public square opposite this cathedral or this church. Maybe let's clear cut this, and we can put these buildings in. Maybe we put the like the barber, the dentist, the clinic, the bathhouse across here. And then this could be cleared. Maybe we fence it off or something. That could be fun. We have lots of laborers right now, so hopefully they can get this done quick. 130 tools. That feels good. iron is at 350, so it's not coming down too much. The firewood is finally doing better. Alright, well, we'll let these little bannies do their work, and we can come back to this in the next episode and try to put together this little town square. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly, and I will see you in the next episode.